Welcome to Rare Coin Discovery. What if the next penny you find is worth $509,000? It may sound unbelievable, but some rare Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coins have become incredibly valuable because of their rarity, minting errors, and outstanding condition. In today's video, we'll show you what makes these pennies special, which dates and varieties collectors search for, and how to examine your own coins. Before you spend another penny, watch this video. You might discover an amazing hidden treasure in your pocket change. Let's get started. First up, the famous 1961 Lincoln Memorial 1-cent with the D Mint mark from the Denver Mint. At first glance, this old copper penny may seem like an ordinary coin that many people have seen before. However, collectors know that certain 1961 D pennies in old condition with attractive details or rare minting errors can be worth far more than 1 cent. Some examples sell for hundreds of dollars, while exceptional pieces with rare characteristics have reached values in the thousands. In this video, we will explore the history of this coin, its unique features, the reasons collectors search for it, and the current market value that could surprise anyone checking old jars, pocket change, or inherited coin collections. The Lincoln cent has one of the longest and most respected histories in American coinage. It was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. This was also the first regular United States coin to feature the portrait of a real historical person. By 1961, the Lincoln cent had already become one of the most collected coins in America. Millions of Americans used these pennies every day, but very few realized that certain dates, mint marks, and conditions would one day become valuable collectibles sought by enthusiasts around the world. The 1961 D Lincoln cent was struck at the Denver Mint and carries the small letter D below the date on the front of the coin. During that year, the Denver Mint produced well over 1 billion pennies, making this one of the highest production years of the early 1960s. Although the coin is common in circulated grades, finding one with strong original details, minimal damage, beautiful natural color, or unusual mint errors is much more difficult. These better preserved examples attract serious attention whenever they appear in the marketplace. The obverse of the coin features Victor David Brenner's famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing to the right. Around the portrait appear the words "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date 1961 with the D Mint mark just below it. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial surrounded by the inscriptions United States of America 1 cent and E Pluribus Unum. The Lincoln Memorial design remained on the cent from 1959 until 2008, making it one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. The 1961 D Lincoln cent is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Because of its high copper content, these older pennies have become increasingly popular with collectors who appreciate their rich brown and brilliant red colors. Original red examples that have survived without significant oxidation are much scarcer than ordinary brown circulated coins. When examining an old 1961 D penny, collectors first study the overall condition. Even a coin that has circulated for decades may still have sharp lettering, clear wheat-free surfaces, and attractive color. Higher-grade coins display strong details in Lincoln's hair, crisp lettering, and a well-defined Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Every small improvement in condition can significantly increase the coin's value because collectors are willing to pay premiums for better preserved examples. Another important factor is the presence of mint errors. Some 1961 D pennies have been discovered with off-center strikes, die cracks, die chips, repunched mint marks, or double die characteristics. While these varieties are not common, they can dramatically increase collector interest. Genuine mint errors are carefully authenticated and often command much higher prices than normal coins because each error represents a unique mistake made during the minting process. Color also plays a major role in determining value. Brown coins are the most common because decades of circulation naturally darken the copper surface. Red-brown coins retain portions of their original mint color and are usually worth more. Fully red, uncirculated examples with bright original surfaces are the most desirable because they have been preserved with very little exposure to the environment. These coins frequently receive the strongest bids from collectors at auctions. Today's market value depends greatly on condition and rarity. A heavily circulated 1961 D penny in old condition is generally worth only a small premium above face value, usually between $1 and $5, if it has attractive eye appeal. Better preserved examples in extremely fine or about uncirculated condition often sell for $25 to $100. Certified mint state coins commonly range from several $100s depending on grade, while rare error coins and exceptional high-grade examples have sold for $1,000 or even several $1,000s at major coin auctions. Professional grading services play an important role in determining the value of the 1961D Lincoln cent. Organizations such as PCGS and NGC examine authenticity, conditions, surface quality, color, and overall preservation before assigning an official grade. Certified coins usually inspire greater confidence among buyers and often sell for higher prices because collectors know they are purchasing accurately graded and authenticated examples. Many valuable 1961D pennies have been discovered in ordinary places, including old piggy banks, inherited collections, coin albums, and forgotten jars filled with pocket change. This is one reason Lincoln cents remain one of the most exciting series for beginner collectors. Every old penny has the potential to reveal an interesting story or an unexpected premium, especially if it has remained untouched for many decades. Collectors also enjoy searching for attractive toning, unusual die varieties, and well-struck examples from the Denver Mint. A sharply struck coin with full details across Lincoln's portrait and the Lincoln Memorial is always more desirable than a weakly struck example. Small differences that may seem unimportant to casual observers often make a significant difference in the eyes of experienced collectors. The popularity of Lincoln cents continues to grow because they combine American history, artistic design, and affordable collecting. The 1961D issue represents an important chapter in the long-running Lincoln cent series. Even though millions were produced, the finest surviving examples remain difficult to locate because many coins entered circulation immediately and experienced decades of wear before collectors realized their future value. If you believe you have a 1961D Lincoln Memorial cent, carefully inspect it under bright lighting with a magnifying glass. Look for the D mint mark, clear lettering, original color, and any unusual features that might indicate a valuable mint error. Avoid cleaning the coin because cleaning can permanently damage the surface and greatly reduce its collector value. Instead, store it safely in a protective holder until it can be evaluated by an experienced coin dealer or professional grading service. The 1961D Lincoln Memorial 1 cent proves that even an old penny can become a fascinating collectible with the potential to be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars under the right circumstances. Whether your coin has outstanding preservation, a rare mint error, beautiful original red color, or exceptional eye appeal, it could be far more valuable than its face value. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy discovering rare United States coins and learning about hidden treasures still waiting to be found in everyday collections, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends, because your next valuable coin could already be sitting in your pocket change. Next up, the 1962D Lincoln Memorial 1 cent is one of the most recognized United States coins ever produced, and although millions were struck at the Denver Mint, collectors continue searching through old jars, piggy banks, and inherited collections because certain examples can be surprisingly valuable. A coin found in rough condition may appear ordinary at first glance, but rarity is often determined by much more than wear alone. Factors such as minting errors, unusual die varieties, strong original details, and historical significance can make a seemingly common penny worth far more than 1 cent. This is why the 1962D Lincoln Memorial cent remains an exciting coin for both beginners and experienced collectors who hope to discover hidden treasure in everyday pocket change. The history of the 1962D Lincoln Memorial cent begins during a period when the United States economy was expanding and billions of Lincoln cents circulated through businesses every day. Produced at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark beneath the date, these coins continued the famous Lincoln Memorial design introduced in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse features Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, displays the Lincoln Memorial in remarkable detail. This design became one of the most familiar images in American numismatic history. Even a rough-condition 1962D penny can attract collector interest when it possesses unusual characteristics. Collectors carefully inspect every coin for doubled dies, die cracks, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, broad strikes, and other minting errors. These mistakes occurred during production at the mint and can dramatically increase a coin's desirability. Although error coins are much scarcer than regular strikes, they continue to appear in old collections and estate finds, making every old penny worth a closer look before spending it. One of the most fascinating features of the 1962 Lincoln Memorial Cent is its composition. These coins were struck using 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving them a rich reddish color when preserved. They weigh approximately 3.11 grams and measure 19 millimeters in diameter. Because they were made before the copper composition changed in 1982, many collectors appreciate these earlier copper cents for their classic appearance and historical importance. Even heavily circulated examples retain the same metal content that made these coins durable for decades. Collectors judge the value of a 1962 penny primarily by its condition. A rough condition example with heavy wear, scratches, discoloration, or environmental damage usually carries only a modest premium unless it has a rare error. However, coins showing stronger details despite circulation can sell for several dollars, while attractive uncirculated pieces may bring tens or even hundreds of dollars depending on color and preservation. Certified high-grade specimens with exceptional eye appeal can command much stronger prices in the competitive collector market. The most exciting discoveries involve genuine mint errors. A 1962 Lincoln cent with a dramatic off-center strike, a broad strike, a clipped planchet, or a significant double die may sell for hundreds of dollars. Rare and visually impressive errors that receive professional grading and authentication have occasionally reached prices well into the thousands of dollars at auction, because collectors are always willing to compete for unusual and well-preserved mint mistakes. Current market values vary greatly depending on condition and rarity. A normal rough condition 1962 penny is generally worth only a small premium over face value. Better circulated examples often sell for $1 to $10, while attractive uncirculated coins may range from $20 to over $100. Certified gem-quality coins can exceed several $100s, and exceptional error coins or elite condition examples have the potential to sell for hundreds or even several $1,000s. When offered through major auctions, many collectors overlook the tiny details that separate an ordinary coin from a valuable one. Carefully inspect the date, mint mark, lettering, rim, and Lincoln's portrait under magnification. Look for doubling on inscriptions, unusual spacing, die chips, cuds, or strike abnormalities. These features may seem insignificant, but experienced numismatists understand that even small minting differences can transform a common coin into a highly collectible rarity. Another reason the 1962 Lincoln Memorial Cent remains popular is the enormous number that survived in circulation. Millions of Americans handled these coins every day during the 1960s, and countless examples were saved in jars, drawers, and coin albums. As decades passed, many became heavily worn or damaged, making sharply preserved examples increasingly desirable. The search for high-quality survivors continues to motivate collectors across the United States and around the world. Professional grading services play an important role in determining value. Companies such as PCGS and NGC examine a coin's authenticity, condition, surface quality, strike, color, and preservation before assigning an official grade. A certified grade provides confidence to buyers and often increases market value because collectors know the coin has been professionally evaluated according to recognized numismatic standards. Storage is another important factor influencing value. Copper coins can develop corrosion, spots, fingerprints, and discoloration if handled improperly. Collectors recommend storing valuable pennies in protective holders, capsules, or archival quality flips while avoiding excessive moisture and direct handling. Proper storage helps preserve both appearance and long-term collector value, especially for coins that may later be submitted for professional grading. Interest in Lincoln Memorial Cents has grown steadily through online auctions, coin shows, and social media communities, where collectors share discoveries of valuable varieties and mint errors. Stories of ordinary-looking pennies selling for impressive prices inspire more people to examine their pocket change. Although such high-value finds are uncommon, they remind collectors that remarkable treasures can still be hiding among everyday coins. If you own a 1962 Lincoln Memorial Cent in rough condition, examine it carefully before deciding it has little value. A rare error, unusual variety, or unexpected high-quality strike may make the coin significantly more valuable than its appearance suggests. Even experienced collectors occasionally discover overlooked varieties that had remained unnoticed for decades in old collections. The 1962 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent represents an important chapter in American coinage, because it reflects an era before major composition changes transformed the Lincoln cent. Its connection to Abraham Lincoln, classic copper composition, and enduring popularity among collectors ensure that it remains one of the most searched-for vintage pennies. While most examples remain affordable, exceptional pieces continue achieving remarkable prices whenever they appear on the collector market. In conclusion, the 1962 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent proves that every old penny deserves careful attention. A normal rough-condition coin may have only modest value, but rare mint errors, outstanding preservation, and certified high grades can increase prices from a few dollars to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Before spending any old Lincoln cent, inspect it closely for unique features that could reveal a hidden collectible. The next valuable discovery could already be waiting in your pocket change, coin jar, or family collection. Next up, the 1968 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent is one of the most fascinating modern Lincoln cents ever produced by the United States Mint. Although millions of these pennies were struck at the San Francisco Mint and carry the famous S Mint mark, collectors continue searching through old jars and dirty pocket change because a small number of exceptional examples, proof errors, and rare varieties have become highly desirable. Even a coin found in dirty condition can still attract attention if it displays an unusual minting error or another rare characteristic. Today, collectors across America continue to examine every 1968 penny in hopes of discovering an overlooked treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The history of the 1968 Lincoln Memorial cent begins during a period when the United States Mint was working hard to meet increasing demand for circulating coinage. Production resumed with mint marks after several years without them, and San Francisco became known primarily for producing proof coinage. The Lincoln Memorial design, first introduced in 1959 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 150th birthday, remained one of America's most recognizable coin designs. The obverse features Victor David Brenner's portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse by Frank Gasparo displays the Lincoln Memorial, making this coin a historic symbol of American heritage. Collectors first identify the 1968 cent by looking beneath the date on the obverse where the small S mint mark appears. The coin is composed primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin, weighs approximately 3.11 grams, and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Even if the coin appears dirty from decades of circulation, these basic characteristics remain unchanged. Dirt alone does not make a coin valuable, but many rare coins have been discovered in worn collections before careful examination revealed important details. One reason collectors remain interested in the 1968 penny is the possibility of locating valuable mint errors. These include double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, repunched mint marks, broad strikes, and dramatic misaligned dies. Such errors are uncommon, and authenticated examples often command prices far beyond those of ordinary coins. A coin that initially appears ordinary may become highly valuable if professional grading confirms a genuine minting error. When discussing value, condition plays a major role. A dirty circulated 1968 penny without any rare variety is generally worth only a small premium over face value. However, if that same coin displays an important error or a scarce die variety, its value can increase dramatically. Depending on rarity, demand, and certification, collectors may pay from hundreds of dollars to several $1,000s for exceptional examples. The combination of rarity and preservation determines whether a coin becomes an ordinary collectible or a prized numismatic treasure. The San Francisco Mint has earned a reputation for producing high-quality coins, especially proof issues. Many collectors associate the S Mint mark with better striking quality and stronger detail. The 1968 proof cents often display brilliant mirror-like surfaces and frosted devices, but circulated business strike examples can also become valuable when unusual minting characteristics are discovered. This continuing possibility keeps interest in the coin alive among beginners and experienced collectors alike. One unique feature of the Lincoln Memorial design is the tiny image of Abraham Lincoln visible inside the memorial building on the reverse. It is one of the few coins in the world that depicts the same historical figure on both sides of the coin. Even in dirty condition, this remarkable artistic detail demonstrates the craftsmanship of the designers and explains why Lincoln cents remain among the most collected coins in American history. Collectors searching through estate collections, old piggy banks, and inherited coin jars occasionally discover 1968 pennies that have remained untouched for decades. While most examples are common, Every coin deserves careful inspection under magnification. Small doubling on letters, unusual die markers, or striking abnormalities can transform an overlooked cent into an exciting discovery. This possibility is one of the reasons coin collecting continues to grow in popularity around the world. Professional grading services carefully evaluate authenticity, condition, strike quality, surface preservation, and eye appeal before assigning a grade. A certified example receives protection in a sealed holder, giving buyers confidence in its authenticity. Coins with higher grades usually command stronger prices, while authenticated mint errors can achieve impressive auction results even if they show some circulation wear. Certification often increases buyer confidence and market demand. Cleaning a dirty coin is generally discouraged because improper cleaning can scratch the surface and permanently reduce collector value. Experienced numismatists recommend leaving the original surfaces untouched until the coin has been evaluated. Natural toning, age, and circulation marks tell the story of the coin's journey through American commerce and may actually be preferred by collectors over harshly cleaned examples. Today's collector market remains strong for unusual Lincoln cents. While ordinary circulated 1968 pennies usually sell for modest amounts, scarce varieties, certified high-grade pieces, and dramatic mint errors frequently reach hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on rarity and buyer demand. Exceptional examples appearing at major coin auctions can attract competitive bidding from collectors seeking to complete specialized Lincoln cent collections. The popularity of the Lincoln cent series continues because nearly everyone has handled these coins in everyday life. That accessibility makes the hunt exciting, since valuable discoveries can still occur in old collections or forgotten containers of change. Every year collectors report finding interesting varieties that had gone unnoticed for decades, reminding everyone that patience and careful observation are important parts of successful coin collecting. The historical significance of the 1968 Lincoln Memorial Cent extends beyond its monetary value. It represents an important chapter in American minting history during the late 1960s, when the nation experienced economic growth, technological advances, and changing coin production practices. Each surviving coin serves as a small historical artifact, connecting modern collectors with the people who used these pennies in daily commerce more than half a century ago. If you own a dirty 1968 Lincoln Memorial Cent, examine the date, mint mark, lettering, Lincoln's portrait, and the reverse memorial design under strong lighting and magnification. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, clipped edges, die cracks, or other unusual characteristics. Never assume a coin has significant value based only on its date. Rarity depends on condition, confirmed varieties, and authenticated mint errors. Careful examination and expert evaluation are the best ways to determine its true collector value. The 1968 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent continues to fascinate collectors because it combines American history, classic design, and the possibility of discovering valuable mint errors. Although most examples found in dirty condition are worth only a small premium, rare varieties and certified error coins have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars in the collector market. That possibility keeps treasure hunters searching through pocket change every day, proving that one ordinary-looking penny could become the most exciting coin in an entire collection next up. The 1972 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent is one of the most recognizable coins produced by the United States Mint during the early 1970s. Struck at the Denver Mint and identified by the small D mint mark below the date, this coin was made during a period when billions of Lincoln cents circulated throughout America. While most examples are only worth face value, collectors know that exceptional uncirculated coins, rare mint errors, and outstanding high-grade specimens can command prices ranging from hundreds to several $1,000s. Because of this, many collectors carefully inspect every 1972 penny they find in old coin jars, bank rolls, and inherited collections, hoping to discover a hidden treasure that stands out from ordinary circulation coins. The history of the Lincoln Memorial Cent began in 1959, when it replaced the famous wheat cent to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The reverse featured the Lincoln Memorial, while the obverse continued Victor David Brenner's classic portrait of President Lincoln, first introduced in 1909. By 1972, the Denver Mint was producing enormous quantities of Lincoln cents to satisfy the nation's growing demand for circulating coinage. Although millions of these coins entered circulation, relatively few survived in pristine mint condition. making high-grade uncirculated examples increasingly desirable among serious collectors today. The 1972D Lincoln cent is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it the rich reddish appearance collectors admire when the original mint luster remains intact. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams, measures 19 millimeters in diameter, and has a smooth edge. Freshly struck uncirculated examples display brilliant cartwheel luster that reflects light beautifully across both sides of the coin. Collectors especially seek coins that still retain their original red color, because natural copper often darkens over time due to oxidation and environmental exposure. One of the most important features of the 1972D Lincoln cent is the quality of its strike. Some coins exhibit exceptionally sharp details on Lincoln's portrait and on the columns and steps of the Lincoln Memorial, while others may show softer strikes because of worn dies or high-speed production. Collectors pay close attention to the clarity of the lettering, the date, the mint mark, Lincoln's beard hair details, and the fine architectural features on the reverse. Coins displaying outstanding strike quality combined with original mint brilliance can attract significant premiums in today's collector market. Although the regular 1972D cent is common, several fascinating mint errors make this date exciting for collectors. Error coins may include off-center strikes, die cracks, die clashes, clipped planchets, broad strikes, double dies, or coins struck on incorrect planchets. These unusual production mistakes create unique coins that differ dramatically from standard examples. Depending on the rarity and condition of the error, collectors have paid anywhere from several $100s to several $1,000s for authenticated examples offered through major auction houses. Condition is one of the biggest factors influencing the value of a 1972D Lincoln cent. Coins that circulated for years usually display scratches, discoloration, worn surfaces, and reduced detail, limiting their collector value. However, an uncirculated example that has never entered circulation preserves its original surfaces, bright copper color, and strong mint luster. Professional grading services assign numerical grades from mint state 60 through mint state 70, and every point higher on the grading scale can dramatically increase the coin's market value. Today's collector market places strong demand on premium quality 1972D Lincoln cents. Ordinary circulated examples generally remain worth only face value or a small premium. Attractive uncirculated coins may sell for several dollars to several dozen dollars depending on eye appeal. Certified mint state examples often reach values between $100 and several $100s, while exceptional gem quality specimens can exceed $1,000. Rare error coins or unusually preserved examples have realized prices reaching several $1,000s when offered to competitive bidders. Another reason collectors enjoy searching for the 1972D Lincoln cent is the possibility of finding overlooked varieties. Many collectors use magnifying glasses or digital microscopes to inspect every detail for doubled lettering, repunched mint marks, die chips, or unusual surface characteristics. Even subtle differences between normal coins and collectible varieties can transform an ordinary-looking penny into an exciting discovery worth significantly more than 1 cent. This treasure-hunting aspect continues to attract new generations of coin enthusiasts. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents in 1972, yet survival in flawless condition remains surprisingly limited. Most coins entered circulation immediately, where decades of handling caused wear, scratches, stains, and loss of original color. As a result, finding a perfectly preserved 1972D cent with blazing red surfaces, minimal contact marks, and outstanding eye appeal is much more challenging than many people expect. This scarcity at the highest grades explains why elite examples command impressive auction prices. Collectors evaluating a 1972D Lincoln cent should examine several important characteristics. The coin should display a clear D-mint mark, sharp lettering, crisp design elements, attractive original color, and no signs of cleaning or harsh polishing. Artificially cleaned coins often lose much of their collector appeal because original surfaces are highly valued within the numismatic community. Careful examination under proper lighting helps reveal whether the coin retains its authentic mint finish. Professional authentication has become increasingly important for valuable Lincoln cents. Major grading companies evaluate authenticity, assign an official numerical grade, and encapsulate the coin in protective holders. Certified examples inspire buyer confidence because collectors know the coin has been independently examined by experienced professionals. High-grade certified 1972D cents consistently perform well in the marketplace, particularly when they possess exceptional eye appeal and original red coloration. Many collectors enjoy assembling complete Lincoln Memorial cent collections by date and mint mark. Within these collections, the 1972D occupies an important place because it represents the Denver Mint's contribution during a significant era of American coin production. Completing a high-grade Lincoln Memorial set requires patience, careful selection, and an understanding of grading standards. The satisfaction of finding a beautiful uncirculated 1972D cent continues to motivate collectors around the world. Auction records demonstrate that extraordinary examples often bring far higher prices than average specimens. Coins with flawless surfaces, outstanding luster, and elite mint state grades can generate intense bidding among advanced collectors seeking registry-quality pieces. Similarly, dramatic mint errors attract specialized collectors willing to pay substantial premiums for rare production mistakes. While not every 1972D penny is valuable, the finest known examples clearly illustrate how condition and rarity combine to create remarkable market values. If you discover a bright red 1972D Lincoln cent in an old coin collection, inherited estate, or bank roll, avoid cleaning or polishing it. Even gentle cleaning can permanently damage the original surfaces and significantly reduce collector value. Instead, store the coin carefully in a protective holder and consider professional evaluation if it appears to have exceptional preservation or an unusual mint error. Preserving the coin's original condition is essential for maintaining its long-term value. The 1972D Lincoln Memorial 1 cent remains an exciting reminder that valuable discoveries can still be hiding in everyday collections. Its rich American history, classic Lincoln design, durable copper composition, fascinating mint errors, and potential to reach values ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars make it one of the most searched Lincoln Memorial cents among collectors. Whether you are an experienced numismatist or simply checking your spare change, every 1972D penny deserves a careful inspection, because an ordinary-looking coin could turn out to be a remarkable collectible worth far more than its 1 cent face value. Next up, the 1975D Lincoln Memorial 1 cent is one of the most collected modern United States coins, and although millions were struck at the Denver Mint, collectors continue searching through old jars, piggy banks, and inherited collections because exceptional examples and rare error varieties can be worth far more than their face value. Introduced during a period when the American economy was experiencing high inflation, this penny represents an important chapter in U.S. coinage history. The obverse features President Abraham Lincoln, whose portrait has appeared on the cent since 1909, while the reverse displays the famous Lincoln Memorial, a design that honored one of America's greatest presidents for over 50 years. Even today, a beautiful 1975D penny in good condition remains an interesting collectible, while high-grade examples and unusual mint errors can command impressive prices ranging from hundreds to even thousands of dollars. The story of the 1975D Lincoln Memorial cent begins at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark below the date. During 1975, the Denver Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents to meet the country's growing demand for circulating coins. These coins were struck from a bronze alloy containing mostly copper, along with small amounts of zinc and tin, giving them the classic reddish-brown appearance collectors admire. While the vast majority entered circulation immediately, only a tiny percentage survived in exceptional condition. Today, collectors carefully inspect every 1975D cent because a seemingly ordinary coin could possess a rare die variety, an attractive original red color, or an exceptional strike that dramatically increases its value. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1975D penny is its timeless design. Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln remains one of the most recognizable images in American numismatics. On the reverse, Frank Gasparo's Lincoln Memorial design includes remarkable detail, even showing a tiny image of Lincoln seated inside the memorial. This hidden detail has amazed collectors for decades and demonstrates the incredible craftsmanship involved in producing even the smallest circulating coin. When these details remain sharp despite years of circulation, collectors consider the coin especially desirable. Although the coin described here is in good circulated condition, its value depends greatly on preservation and eye appeal. A typical circulated 1975D penny is generally worth only a few cents because of its enormous mintage. However, coins with unusually strong strikes, attractive surfaces, and minimal wear may bring higher premiums from collectors assembling Lincoln Memorial cent collections. If the coin retains traces of its original mint luster despite circulation, its desirability increases significantly. Many collectors enjoy searching rolls of pennies, hoping to discover one that stands out from the rest. The most exciting discoveries involve rare mint errors. Some 1975D Lincoln cents have been found with off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, die breaks, repunched mint marks from older production methods, broad strikes, or dramatic die clashes. Error coins are produced accidentally during the minting process, making each one unique. Depending on the type and severity of the error, these coins can sell for hundreds or even several $1,000s. Because of this possibility, experienced collectors recommend examining every 1975D cent carefully before spending it. Another important factor affecting value is color designation. Professional grading services classify copper coins as brown (BN), red-brown (RB), or red (RD). A brilliant red 1975D penny that has never circulated and still displays its original mint color is much scarcer than an ordinary brown example. Collectors often pay significant premiums for fully red specimens because preserving the original copper color for decades is extremely difficult. This difference in color alone can multiply a coin's market value many times over. Professional grading also plays a major role in determining price. Organizations such as PCGS and NGC evaluate coins for authenticity and preservation, assigning grades on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70. A good condition coin receives a relatively low grade because of circulation wear, while mint state examples graded MS66, MS67, or higher become increasingly rare. At the highest certified grades, auction prices can rise dramatically because only a handful of superb examples may exist, creating fierce competition among advanced collectors. Current market values vary widely depending on condition. A normal circulated 1975D Lincoln cent in good condition is generally worth only a small premium over face value. Nice uncirculated examples often sell for a few dollars to several dozen dollars, depending on quality. Certified high-grade red examples may sell for hundreds of dollars, while extraordinary registry quality coins can bring well over $1,000 at major auctions. Rare mint error varieties may also achieve values ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on rarity, demand, and eye appeal. Collectors should remember that not every online claim about million-dollar pennies is accurate. While some extremely rare US coins have sold for extraordinary amounts, most 1975D Lincoln cents are common. The true excitement lies in finding exceptional preservation, certified top-grade examples, or genuine mint errors. Learning to distinguish ordinary coins from genuinely valuable pieces is one of the most rewarding aspects of coin collecting and encourages careful examination of every penny. The historical significance of the 1975D cent extends beyond its value. It circulated during a memorable decade in American history marked by economic challenges, changing technology, and increasing interest in collecting coins. Millions of Americans handled these pennies every day without realizing that decades later, collectors would search for the finest surviving examples. Each coin tells a story of commerce, history, and the everyday lives of people who used it in countless transactions across the country. For beginning collectors, the 1975D Lincoln Memorial Cent offers an affordable introduction to the hobby. Because common examples remain inexpensive, enthusiasts can study strike quality, wear patterns, mint luster, and color without making a large financial investment. As knowledge grows, collectors become better equipped to recognize scarce varieties and high-grade examples that deserve professional certification. Many experienced numismatists began their collections by searching ordinary pocket change for coins exactly like this one. Proper storage is essential for preserving value. Copper reacts easily with moisture, fingerprints, and environmental contaminants. Collectors should avoid cleaning coins because cleaning permanently damages original surfaces and often reduces value significantly. Instead, valuable examples should be stored in archival quality holders or professionally graded holders that protect them from future deterioration. Maintaining originality is one of the most important principles in coin collecting. The popularity of Lincoln cents continues to grow worldwide because they combine historical importance, artistic beauty, and the excitement of discovering hidden treasures. Every year, collectors examine thousands of rolls searching for better dates, high-grade survivors, and dramatic mint errors. The 1975D issue remains part of this ongoing treasure hunt, proving that even one of America's most common coins can still surprise dedicated collectors. Whether found in an old collection, inherited from family, or discovered in everyday pocket change, the 1975 Lincoln Memorial Cent deserves a careful inspection. Most examples are common, but exceptional coins with outstanding condition, brilliant original color, or significant mint errors can be worth far more than face value. Those rare discoveries are what make coin collecting exciting and encourage millions of people to continue searching through their change every day. In conclusion, the 1975 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent represents far more than a simple 1-cent coin. It reflects American history, honors President Abraham Lincoln, showcases remarkable mint craftsmanship, and offers collectors the possibility of discovering a valuable treasure. While a typical good condition example has modest value, certified high-grade coins and genuine mint errors may sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's collector market. Before spending any old penny, take a closer look. You might be holding a fascinating piece of history that is worth much more than 1 cent. Next up, the 1979 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent with no mint mark is one of the most recognizable pennies ever produced in the United States. A coin without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not place a mint mark on Lincoln cents during that period. Millions of these pennies entered circulation, and many can still be found today in pocket change, coin jars, and old collections. A dusty and circulated example may appear ordinary at first glance, but collectors know that certain rare varieties, minting errors, and exceptionally preserved examples can command impressive prices. This makes the 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln cent an exciting coin for both beginners and experienced collectors searching for hidden treasures. The history of the Lincoln Memorial Cent dates back to 1959, when the reverse design changed from the famous wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial in honor of the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1979, the Lincoln Memorial design had already become one of America's most familiar coins. Victor David Brenner designed the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, while Frank Gasparro designed the Lincoln Memorial reverse. Even today, this design remains one of the most collected coin series in American numismatics because of its long production history and the possibility of finding valuable varieties. A 1979 Lincoln cent with no mint mark in dusty condition usually has dirt, discoloration, and years of circulation. While dust and wear generally reduce the coin's value, experienced collectors never judge a coin by appearance alone. Some dusty coins hide rare mint errors that become visible only after careful examination. Cleaning a coin is never recommended because improper cleaning can permanently damage its surface and reduce collector value. Leaving the coin in its original condition is usually the safest choice. The standard 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln cent was struck on a bronze alloy made of approximately 95% copper, with the remaining percentage consisting mainly of zinc and tin. The coin weighs about 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. It features Abraham Lincoln facing right on the obverse, while the reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial with the tiny image of Lincoln visible between the columns under magnification. These specifications help collectors verify authenticity when examining a potential valuable example. Collectors searching through rolls of pennies pay special attention to mint errors found on some 1979 Philadelphia cents. Valuable errors include double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, cuds, and dramatic misaligned dies. These mistakes occurred during the minting process and often make an otherwise common penny much more valuable. Depending on the type and severity of the error, values can range from several $100s to several $1,000s. One of the most exciting possibilities is discovering a doubled die variety. A doubled die shows noticeable doubling on letters, numbers, or Lincoln's portrait. Strong examples are highly collectible because they are far scarcer than regular circulation coins. Professional grading services carefully authenticate these varieties, and collectors often compete aggressively for certified examples. A genuine doubled die can increase the value of a 1979 penny far beyond its face value. Current market values depend heavily on condition. A typical circulated and dusty 1979 no-mint mark penny without any rare features is generally worth only a few cents. Better preserved examples in extremely fine or about uncirculated condition often sell for a small premium. Brilliant uncirculated examples may sell for several dollars, while professionally graded mint state coins with outstanding eye appeal can bring anywhere from hundreds of dollars into the low thousands, especially if they receive exceptionally high grades. The highest prices are usually reserved for coins graded MS-67, MS-68, or higher by professional grading companies. These nearly flawless examples are extremely difficult to find because most 1979 pennies entered everyday circulation immediately after being struck. Registry collectors seeking the finest known examples are willing to pay significant premiums, sometimes reaching several $1,000s when population numbers are very low and demand is high. Another reason collectors examine every 1979 penny carefully is the possibility of transitional mint errors or unusual planchet mistakes. Although extremely rare, wrong planchet errors, dramatic strike-through errors, and major off-center strikes have attracted considerable attention at auctions. Such unusual pieces often sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity, eye appeal, certification, and collector demand. If you believe your dusty 1979 no-mint mark penny could be valuable, inspect it under bright lighting with a magnifying glass. Look closely at the date, the word liberty, the motto in God we trust, and the reverse design for signs of doubling or striking abnormalities. Weighing the coin on a precise digital scale can also help identify unusual planchets. If anything appears out of the ordinary, submitting the coin to a respected grading service for authentication may be worthwhile. Collectors also appreciate the historical significance of the 1979 Lincoln cent because it represents an era before the major composition change of 1982. Pennies struck before 1982 contain substantially more copper than modern zinc-based cents, making them popular among collectors who enjoy assembling complete copper Lincoln memorial collections. Their solid bronze composition gives these coins a distinctive appearance and weight compared to later issues. Auction records continue to demonstrate that ordinary-looking coins can become extraordinary when they possess rare characteristics. Certified error coins, spectacular doubled dies, and superb mint-state examples of the 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln cent have achieved prices ranging from hundreds to several $1,000s. While these valuable coins are uncommon, they remind collectors that careful inspection of every coin can sometimes lead to remarkable discoveries. Many successful collectors recommend searching bank rolls, inherited collections, estate sales, and old piggy banks because valuable coins often remain unnoticed for decades. A dusty 1979 penny tucked away in an old container may have avoided harsh cleaning and retained original surfaces that collectors appreciate. Patience, knowledge, and careful observation are often rewarded in the hobby of coin collecting. Before selling any potentially valuable 1979 Lincoln cent, compare it with photographs of known varieties and consider professional authentication. Certified coins generally inspire greater buyer confidence and often achieve stronger prices in auctions. Documentation from reputable grading services can make a significant difference when selling rare error coins or high-grade examples to serious collectors. The 1979 Lincoln Memorial 1 cent with no mint mark proves that even one of America's most common coins can hold fascinating possibilities. Although most dusty circulated examples are worth only a small premium over face value, rare errors, doubled dies, and exceptional mint-state survivors can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's collector market. That is why millions of collectors continue checking their pocket change every day, hoping the next ordinary-looking penny could become an extraordinary numismatic discovery. Thanks for watching.